Alright, so here is my 7th sketchbook. I just finished it today, so thought I'd share it. Now, I don't suggest the softcover sketchbooks. If you like them, cool. But I don't draw on hardcover surfaces, so it's a little floppy, and especially since it's so big, because it's a lot larger than most of my sketchbooks. Also, the cover curls, and it never lay flats, and that annoys me. But here's my sketchbook. So, starting off, we have a picture of Lynn, and this is washi tape. I watched Casey Golden do some washi tape videos, and I thought I could do that. So this is one. It's okay. It's hard to do, to be honest. This was a Scrawler Box challenge with Drawing with Waffles box from October of last year, so everything in there was purple. And this is the picture I did with it. This is the other side. Here's another washi tape picture, so it's called Dream Bubble. And then here's the art from Drawing with Waffles box. I really like her style a lot. Here's another washi tape picture. This is probably when I first started watching Casey Golden, so I was really inspired. Oh, this is my river map of Gela, which is a city from my story, and its crest. Got some experimental floor plans. I am not a builder. This is a cat that was my friend last year, and this was a really good picture. I don't normally do realistic, and then my sealant made the watercolor run, because this is watercolor, and now I hate it. It was awesome. Costume page. Here's Lowell, which is the capital city of the country in my book. Costume page again. This is my all-time favorite picture of Anne, who is the main character of my first book. Lynn is the main character of my third book. This is just a girl with balloons. I was gonna color this. It's on actual marker paper because the paper in this book isn't very good. And then I decided not to. So this is the Phoenix, and what I hate is there's something wrong with whatever I used for the background, and it got very, very dark, and because the character is black, you can't see her very well, so I hate that. It was a good picture before. This is a grayscale picture. Now all of this is done with marker, so I'm pretty proud of the blending with this one. Here's Lynn by the ocean, shelling creatures. This is another clothing experiment. This also is based on a Casey Golden drawing. This is after I read Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. I was really in love with the description of Happy Valley, which is a place they go in the book. I don't have anything to say about that one. Here's an isometric room. This is Aaron, Anne's brother, and he's meeting Solara, who they are betrothed, but he's asking her for an army, so there's some tension. More costumes. I drew this, Three Friends. I drew this in August when everything was going on with some of the riots and stuff. Don't want to go into it. There's that. I really liked just this part of the picture, so I traced it onto here, and then I colored it over here because the line work, it has more energy than the colored picture, and I can't figure out what I lost and how I lost it with the color. Here's a comic that I started about a Selkie. went through a Selkie phase. So here's another Selkie. This is a room that is also a fountain. Possible sketchbook cover for my next sketchbook. It's not what I went with. I just like the line work there too. Here's the Selkie picture colored. These are just experiments. And here we have, I don't know, a deer person. This is what I went with for my sketchbook cover, although I'm not a painter, especially not with acrylics, so it didn't turn out on my other cover. Some more experiments. I was really inspired by the song A Process Man, no, the Chemical Worker song by Great Big Sea. So I drew this, came up with a whole story for this person. Her name's Char, it's short for Charlie, or well, Charlene, but she goes by Char because she's always covered in ash. She cleans the big boilers in these things. A rich kid falls down from the upper stories where the air is clean. And that's where I stopped, but here's my Inktober pictures. One year I will draw them all in order so that you can see them all in order. More experiments. This is another one of my favorite pictures of Anne. I feel like I just got her face right. This is one of my favorite pictures from Inktober. She's controlling a stone frog with her flute. This is just Lynn. Here's Lynn lost in the woods. Lynn is my favorite character to draw because she always wears floofy dresses and her hair is really flowy, and it doesn't have to be exact, and I love that. You saw the line work for this earlier. This is it colored in. More Inktober pictures. They don't tend to be as good because I have to draw them in a day, and depending on what's going on, I don't always have time. This is another of my favorites from Inktober though, because I did pencil, but there is no liner on this. It's all just Copic marker. Not Copic, sorry, I don't use Copic. I use, those were the 5 Below grayscale markers, so I suggest those if you're just starting out. This is teeth. I did teeth on lace. I tried to draw someone's teeth and then it's just... Lynn again. Mini Lynn, I like to call her. Here's more Inktober pictures. Yeah, the goal of Inktober is not necessarily to draw good. It's just to draw every day. So... that is what it is. Oh, nameless. So here's more. This one and this one. This is from Witch's Hat Atelier. So that one, I love the clothes and the drawing style of that manga. And this is from... uh-oh. I don't remember. It's the armor from a book that I read over the summer, where a changeling boy, is kidnapped by fairies, and he meets the fairy baby that they left in his place, and they have to save fairyland. More Inktober pictures. I love this building. That's one of my better rooms that I've ever drawn. Here's a picture of my stress ball. This is Haunt. This is based off a picture. That's not my own. I added stuff to it, but it's not my own idea. Same with this one, although this is a good one. It's Fire. Let's see. I hate this one. I think the idea was good, but in Japanese or Chinese, there's a story about a tree where the fruit grows the babies inside for all the people, and I tried to draw that, and it just didn't. The tree looks nice, the fruit doesn't. This is another good one. That's Lynn with a little Valentine. This is River. Have Eternal. I was gonna do Day 30 in there, and then I did this one, and this is based on Wick from that same that same book that I really can't remember the name of. Oh, Into the Unknown, Over the Garden Wall. This is some fan art for it. I just discovered them over the summer, and it is an excellent show if you get the chance to watch it. City on a Mushroom. Another costume page, although this is another one of my favorite pictures of Anne, even though it's not particularly book accurate. It's a little too fanciful. Here's Lynn. I felt like the boys from my stories weren't getting enough love, so here's the boys. We have Kaiden, Darren, Oxia and Keelik, Oren, and Florian. Folk dance. I just really liked the dress. Here's some more pictures. These aren't too inspirational. I drew this based on a Drawing with Waffles picture. I don't have much to say about these either. Oh, this one though. I know it's kind of creepy looking, but this one, there's a cursed treasure, and this guy tried to steal the cursed treasure, and now he becomes part of the treasure. So it's like this whole thing where this cave, maybe it started with one cursed jewel, but as people tried to steal it, they just built the amount of treasure in this cave, and now it's full of gold. This is Lynn in a flying cloak, which is something that is not in the book, but something I often picture her with. And I'm trying to get you to see this is watercolor, and it's sparkly watercolor, but I don't think you can see it very well. There's another one. This is for another watercolor picture that is right here. And this is all watercolor, so I'm actually pretty proud of that skin and the hair. The overall picture isn't that great. This is a Christmas picture. Another costume page. This one I'm going to watercolor eventually. Yep. We have another Christmas picture of Lynn with Lauren, who is her older / twin sister. I go back and forth a lot on Lauren's age. Christmas wreath. It's all Zentangle. Here was an experiment for my sketchbook cover, my next sketchbook cover. And here's Corinne, who I don't draw very often. To be honest, even though she's the second book, I don't have a plan for her, so unfortunately she doesn't get a lot of love. Here's Lynn, though. She's also just... I don't know. Lynn is cute and fun to draw, and Corinne, she's just eh. This is... I like it, but I don't remember why I drew it. Here's a mermaid in a well. They're pulling her up. It attaches to the sea. Here it is again, because I really liked the line work, and I didn't want to ruin it. Oh, here I'm planning out the different clothes for the different kingdoms that are in my story. So you have the Gelen clothes, which are kind of like medieval Britain, and this is how they wear their hair. And then you have the Tishtan clothes, which are more North African, Moroccan, medieval type clothes. And then over here you have the Tishtan clothes, but bigger. And then the clothes from Lowell, the capital, and these are more what's the word? Not Russian, Swedish, Finnish, Viking, can't remember the word. So Lowell is where Anne is from, so these are her normal clothes, but she does spend a lot of time in Gela, so she also has Gelen clothes, and then her mother was a Tishtan, so she's not unfamiliar. This is her cousin Solara. Here's just more experiments. And I'm trying to get into drawing animals because while I feel like I've got a good grasp of people, I mean, I like 6 out of the 10 people that I draw, I can't draw animals, particularly horses, and I would love to be able to. This is a particularly good bird for me, though. Oops. Here's Anne and Solara, so they're cousins, and then, I don't know if it quite comes across, but Anne is mixed, so that's why her skin is lighter, but it's still supposed to be darker than a normal ginger. More animals. I tried. The birds are good. Oddly enough, I feel like I can also draw fish very well, but for some reason, 4-legged creatures escape me. Here's Lynn holding her bunny. So something that doesn't appear in the story, in the book for Lynn, because she's too old for it, but when she's a little girl, she has a bunny that she named Boppy, and she loves that bunny, so that's why the bunny. I don't really like this picture, but to explain it, Darren and Lynn were playing with, you know, fake swords. Darren hit her in the face, and Keelik, big older brother, overprotective, he's a little mad. Trying to draw hummingbirds. I think my raven turned out better than my hummingbirds, but anyway. So that's my 7th sketchbook. I've already got my 8th sketchbook and the cover all painted and stuff, so I don't know. See you guys in like half a year or something when I finish it up. See you later.